Welcome to the weather forecast for the week beginning Wednesday, September 8th. I'm Chief Meteorologist John Ensworth for Longmont Public Media. This is going up just a little later than I like, but it's actually Thursday morning. But yeah, freshest possible data. We have a first quarter moon, Monday, September 13th. So we're about to have some nice moonlit walks for the next couple weeks. Looking at drought, things are dry and things are hot. So even though we had some good relief, especially in the western slopes, it's kind of drying out again. So going from last week to this week, you can see that Longmont and parts of I-25 are now just entering abnormally dry conditions. Not much else changed in the state. Nationally, not much has changed here. We definitely lost some drought conditions in the east with the passage of the Ida tropical system, and there's some cooler weather up in the northwest that's helping out up there, but the fires are still going, as you can see. So the rain that we did get was out on the plains and down around Colorado Springs and the Palmer Divide. The western slopes and the mountains just got spotty activity over the last week. Nothing really appreciable around Longmont. And the big story is this gigantic high. It's plain and very obvious to see that there's a huge high-pressure system almost on top of the state. Only thing keeping us from probably ridiculous temperatures are the north winds, but it's not going to help much. We're going to possibly touch 100. At least Thursday and Friday will probably break Denver high temperature records. So with that high, there's a little tropical moisture rotating around it, a tiny amount inside, but the air is sinking under the high, and that suppresses convection. So with little moisture to work with, we're not seeing much around here for a couple days. And there's the moisture precipitatable water. You can see, I think this is Larry out here, and down here is Olaf. A little bit of moisture coming around, but Colorado is high and dry. So our smoke is also rotating around this giant high, and you can see the source regions right along through Washington, Oregon, and California, and the smoke just kind of circling around. It's thicker on the eastern plains, and it's kind of backing up against the mountains a bit. People on the western side of the Rockies are seeing a little more relief. Going down to the surface, putting that in motion, you can see this cold front coming down and bringing clean air for the eastern half of the nation, but at the low levels the smoke is kind of sitting around. Right in the end there, that was interesting. You could see some smoke from above being brought back down to the surface. Or take a look down here, yeah, it just kind of fills in suddenly. So with no moisture around and sinking air, we don't have any chance of convection on Thursday or Friday, but we do have a little short wave coming in, a little bit more moisture coming in on Saturday. Sorry about that, I've got computers talking. So over the next 10 days, our normal high temperature goes from 81 down to 77. Normal low is now getting into the 40s, but the temperatures, at least for the next couple days, are going to be upper 90s. Maybe we'll see 100. It's going to be nearby, not far out on the plains. It isn't until we get a short wave on Saturday into Sunday that we get some showers, and another ripple goes by Monday and Tuesday. It's not big stuff though. So Saturday, there's our ripple, kind of depressing the high a little bit, kind of pushing into it, but it's not much. So let's put this in motion. Just keep our eye on this giant high as it kind of rolls around, wobbles a bit. For the weekend, here's that short wave passing by. Looked impressive when it was out in the ocean and just fades out. We get kind of zonal flow Monday and Tuesday. Zonal flow again is flow from west to east, and then the ridge kind of reforms here to our west and moves back in for Thursday, Friday next week. So pretty much a repeat. Beyond that, there is this cutoff low that forms, Be interesting. There's another cutoff low out here. And then right in that last frame, there's a hint of a trough coming in about 10 days from now into the western U.S. Maybe. Here's that cold front that's cleaning out the smoke in the eastern half of the nation, and the sweltering heat under this big ridge. And as we go into the weekend, that little trough goes by with a bubble of cool air, but we just keep on baking with above normal temperatures here. Going into Tuesday and Wednesday, there is a little cold front that comes down. That's the chance of showers Tuesday, so a little cold front, a little ripple. Be nice if it maybe surprises us with more. It was a year ago that we went from 101 to snow within 5 days, so it can happen, but it's not happening this year. For the moisture, oh, you'll have to kill this radio again, sorry. This is commando weather. I was doing it in the field and getting it done. So the moisture in the beginning, maybe just back up and start that loop again. There's the dry air with that cold front, the moisture out in the western states. It's good news for them that they're getting some possible relief and maybe some showers out there. We'll keep an eye on that when we get to the precipitation forecast map. As that first short wave goes by, we see a little moisture does get pulled into the state, and then Tuesday and Wednesday there's the cold front coming down, a little upslope moisture before dryness comes right back in. Tries to hold on, but there's not much moisture on the plains. So the tropical systems are visible here. There goes one up and out. Here comes Olaf by Baja. And there's some showers on the weekend. They're brief and they're away. Here comes the next short wave for the beginning of the week. You can see out here, even though the atmospheric moisture is there, no storms. But there's our next chance of rain Tuesday-ish. So we can hope. What does it look like over the next 5 days? Not much at all. A little sprinkling across the northern tier of counties, but that's it. Add another 5 days, and that cold front coming down early next week may actually give some people a 1/4 inch of rain. There's a few half-inch amounts in there. It's not a lot, but we can hope. So I am calling for going out on a limb, 100+ weather on Friday, almost doing it on Thursday. The record is like 94, 93 or something like that. I should have looked those up. Next week we have the cold front coming in on the weekend, knocking us only to the 80s, still above normal. And then that next cold front for Tuesday takes us finally down to right or near normal with a small chance of showers throughout. Did not do this last month, just didn't have time, but the September outlook for the nation, this was issued on the last day of August, so you're just seeing a little late, is equal chances of above normal and below normal temperatures, heat in the west where they don't need it, cool conditions down in the southern states, and the two tips of the nation on the east, slightly above normal temperatures. When it comes to precipitation, they actually have a little more than above normal. Okay, better chance of above normal precipitation is the right way to say that. It's not saying there definitely will be, it's just greater chance of it being moister than normal, and a lot of moisture here in the eastern part of the nation. Our tropical systems in closing, we have one that formed in close, got the name Mindy. It's dumping some rain on the southeast coast, and it's heading out pretty quickly Thursday into Friday, where it should just fade out. And then we have Olaf, which is a hurricane and should become quite significant as it goes out and then begins to die. So not really big. It will become a good hurricane going by Baja. Right. Frequent weather updates I post at Longmont Leader, and you can also see lots of great local news. This has been your weather forecast for September 8th. Keep looking up.